We sat across my desk having a conversation. "I don't want to be a pastor's wife," she said. "What if that is God's will for you? Would you reject it?" I asked. Without mincing words, she looked me straight in the eyes and replied, "I won't." Well, I don't blame her. Who says being a minister's wife is easy? No, it is not. Were you not told? Have you not read about the wives of the called? God encountered and called certain men, and their wives were implicated in that calling. It all began with Sarah, the wife of Abraham. She followed her husband even though all she knew was that they were headed to a land the Lord will show him. What a blind journey. On the way, she was taken from her husband by King Abimelech, and Abraham asked her to say she was his sister. That was risky. Her husband had changed her name and told her she would be the mother of many nations, yet the child did not come for many years. Her faith began to dwindle. She did not believe she could have a child at her old age. She even laughed when the angel said she would have a child. Don't be quick to blame her for giving her maid Hagar to her husband to bear a child. It wasn't easy for Sarah, I tell you, it wasn't. Sending Hagar away after Ishmael was born became necessary for her sanity. Do you know Zipporah, the wife of Moses? Before the exodus from Egypt, at the very beginning of his ministry, God was about to kill Moses, but Zipporah quickly circumcised their son and his life was spared. Without that intervention, his life and ministry might have ended there. Later, Moses asked her to return with their children to her father's house. Do you know what it means to be married and return to your father's house? After a long while, her father had to bring them back to Moses. Moses was consumed with the Lord's work. He would spend 40 days on the mountain in God's presence. Zipporah did not see her husband for long periods. This was often the case. Think about her emotional and physical needs. Were they met? Do you remember the wife of Prophet Ezekiel? Even though her name was never mentioned, her husband's call cost her her life. God took her, or should I say, God allowed her to die as a sign to the Israelites that their beloved temple would also be destroyed. What could be more painful than this? Even the wife of Apostle Peter, we only know he had a wife because his mother-in-law was mentioned. Tell me, how did she cope after her husband was called by Jesus? The apostle was barely at home. He was always with Jesus, and even after Christ's resurrection, much responsibility for the ministry rested on his shoulders. And in our day, yes, in our day, the wives of the called face situations you can hardly imagine. Behind their smiles are pains. Beneath their beautiful appearances are wounds. Many of them are lonely, some cry most nights. Think about the pain caused by the very sheep they shepherd alongside their husbands. The betrayal from the ones they love, the accusations for things they are not guilty of, the dishonor, the disrespect, and the insults they endure. And like Zipporah, many run on empty love tanks because their husbands are consumed with ministry and barely have time for them. Today I speak to the wives of the called. Yes, the wife of every minister of God. I see what you go through. Let your heart be encouraged in the Lord. Even when you are tired, do not stop doing what is good. Do not give up, for at the right time you will reap a harvest of blessing. Even when your efforts, labor, and sacrifices go unnoticed, do not stop. Above all, when you're losing strength and courage, when your heart is weakening, when your faith feels like it is failing, look to Jesus. Just look to Jesus.